Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 India Edition, where we're now witnessing the brand new commuter train coming out on the extended commuter line that goes through one of our high-speed train stop and stations of Hyderabad. Now, last episode, what we'd done was we extended the line. It was the blue line that was starting from Pune, came all the way into Hyderabad. We've extended it up to 2 more cities. Now, you're thinking, well, that's not much of an expansion. Well, if you didn't see last episode, what we also did was give ourselves a bypassing route on that left-hand side of Hyderabad, because we do have a bunch of cargo trains chugging through. We also adjusted the big YV cross section, whatever you want to call it right now, into having an overpass that goes all the way over into Nanded on the way to Nasik. Now, we also implemented an additional tram line as well that connects up these 3 towns, where that tram line, streetcar line, whatever you want to call it, also passes on over to the additional streetcar line all the way down to Goa. This part of India has never been intertwined and connected as it has right now. And we're about to build in this south part of India the final train line for passengers. And that's because we finally got to the era where we now officially have elevated train stations, baby. Which means I can now finally connect up this right-hand side of the south part of India. Now, this has been in the works for over 10 episodes, okay? It's been in the work for over 10 episodes, and I've had to wait till the 60s to be able to do it, all because the way that I've got it set up, I need to implement elevated train lines. Now, back when I planned this out, perfect, not an issue, wonderful. But since then, those 10 episodes have passed. The towns that I need to connect up have since grown. So it might be a little bit tricky to implement elevated stations in places that are completely now built up. But that's never stopped me in the past, boys, and it won't stop me today. So before we get into it and explain exactly what we're going to do, if you have been enjoying this series and these episodes lately, please make sure you smash that like button down below, guys. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new around here. Don't rely on the recommended tab. Subscribe so you get notified, baby. And here we are. So the only bit of train track that we have actually implemented for this line is between Puducherry and Nellore. Now, we have the train station already in here. It goes underground, which pretty much stops. That's going to eventually connect to Trick. But right now, it comes out. It follows the line going all the way down, which is beautiful. Passes through Nellore, station here, and then ready to rock and roll and skedaddle out of here. Now, we've got a lot of work to get it all set up, but basically, from this point here in Nellore, what it's then going to do is it's then going to pretty much pass over Bezawada over here. Bezawada, if that's how you pronounce it, with an elevated train station. So it will kind of cross over it. And that will then lead in to connecting up to Hyderabad. So what that will become is the second commuter line for Hyderabad. But the difference is it's going to go all the way down to Tinnevelly via Madurai and Trick. Now we've got to make it elevate over Trick. This is going to be the difficult one. Elevate over Madurai and then bring it into Tinnevelly. And then, oh my goodness me, we're going to be transporting so many passengers. So sit back, guys. Sit back, relax, and grab some snacks or at least a cup of tea. Because this is going to be a very, very interesting one. So I think we'll start where it's probably going to be the most easiest. And that will be up on this side. Now, when it comes to Hyderabad, it's going to end there. It might eventually go up a bit further. It depends on how long I want to make the line. But we're going to start here. So in Bezawada right now, we're going to have to build first in the elevated train station. So let's select it. And this is where all the chaos now ensues, boys. This is where all the chaos now comes in. We've got to get it situated where we can elevate over. So I think like that kind of diagonal is great. I might make it a little bit longer just so I've got the elevation just right. Now, actually, no, we don't have to make it that long. Now, the only problem with this is, right, you can't place in cargo platforms. So if you've got an elevated station, you can't bring cargo to it. Now, I might do spaced pillars. Would that work? Normal pillars? I mean, the bridge pillar collision is going to come in full force. It really is. So let me see what I can change first. So, tracks. We will do 2 tracks. We're not going to have cargo on these routes. So by not having cargo, what that means is I don't need to do a bypassing train track because no cargo trains will be running on it. Actually, that's a lie. Cargo trains might run on it. Because just because this part's elevated, not all the stations are going to be elevated. So I'm lying to you there, boys. I really am lying to you there. Now, I might get rid of the... I mean, I don't think that puts any... What, we're going to get rid of the supports underneath, and what we'll do is the elevators that transport the passengers up to that floor, they will be the supports for the actual train station. Now, I've got to get this just right, where we can benefit the most. I reckon about there. Right, I've placed it down. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So let's just modify it first, and what I'll do is I'll set up the tracks. What do you mean? Oh, wait, hold on. They're not elevated tracks. I was about to say them for a second. What's going on here, boys? And annoyingly, it's got the new train tracks in, which we're going to have to roll with right now, unfortunately. But that's fine. Elevated platforms. In, and in. Now, we'll do the underpass. I don't know how much that's going to make of a difference. We need the... oh, we got railings as well. I can put railings on. Can I also put in the, where's the railings? So you can also put in the canopies as well as the railings to make sure nobody falls off the edge. So you can see the railings there get placed in. Safety first, guys. I'm all about safety in my train company. Now, obviously, we need the elevated buildings, and this is what we're going to utilize as supports. So these are the elevators in which people are able to get up and down to their areas. And I've got 2 variations. I've got one that goes under the platform and one that kind of sticks on the side of it. Now, what we need to do is enable it to connect to the road. That's how we get the connection. So them 2 there are perfect. They connect to the road. On this side, not so much. So I'll put one there and I'll put one there. I don't know if that connects to it. You can put like an additional connection on it to make it more connected, but I don't need it. And if I build that one there, it will delete that building. So I'm not going to push it too far. But I think this one here is not connected. So what I'll do is I'll sneak in a little bit of a road like this. There we go. So main thing I'm concerned about, I'm not concerned about how connected and intertwined this station is with the town. I just want to make sure that it's connected to the station below. So selecting it, it is. I mean, that's the radius we get anyway for the town. So that's actually pretty good. And that's a big platform. So now going through here, you're going under what is considered a bridge. So let's try and get this then connected up down to here. So tracks, if I first bring you through. Now, do I make it rise? I'm not sure what I should do here. Let me just build it to there, because I've also got to do the crisscross, and I've got to try and get it up to here. So how does that play out? Actually, that's not too bad if it works out like that. Nice little bit of steel. I am liking the color variations. But can I do the combinations in? I can to here, and I can to there. I've got to do a crisscross, which has completely worked there, which is great. And then this crisscross has to happen. Oh, can I make it before the road happen? Alright, the slope is too much apparently. Let me delete. And we try that again. Right, I've shortened it this time. Slope is too much still. Right, okay. We're going to do it after then. Boom. Boom. It's a very short distance before the next one. But I think with the length of the trains, it shouldn't really be much of an issue. Right, that would go there. I'll do another double one here. And then this would go there. Maybe move this one down a bit. About here. And that would do me just fine. So, we've got that station connection now up. Let me just get the signals in on this one. Right. And I'll do it there and there. And we'll do it there and there. We'll do it. So this one, the crisscross happens here. So if I did that there. And I don't know how to do this one, to be honest with you. I mean, it would be heading out that... No, actually, no. There's no point doing the crisscrosses there. Leave it as it is, boys. Leave it as it is. Glorious. So that 3 station stop there is pretty much all done. So we're going to bring this into Hyderabad right now, which is going to be very interesting. Now, we'll stick to my normal trains. Now, if I bring this up and over, I've got to make it eventually go downtown underground to connect to here. So I'm going to keep it as a straight run to there. Now we'll change, because it's going uphill. So if I bring it down, because we're going to have to bring it into a tunnel. It's still going up, isn't it? Let me bring it down a bit more. So that's the snap. That will do me. So I do like the idea of the steel. It is nice. We'll try and stick to it. Oh, a big suspension bridge going over there. I think that might be a little bit too much, don't you think? Or it could be a nice little feature over this big area. You know, we'll go for... We'll treat ourselves. How often do we do suspension bridges? We don't, do we? We don't. Now, select you to bring you out. I want it to go to there. So I'm not too bad about the bend. I just want it to roll in and it hits the tunnel here. We're kind of smoothing the edges off here so it looks a little bit nicer. Now, when coming in, we've got to do a crisscross. I don't know if I'm able to do it on the bend here. I am. That's great. I've got to bring these two now in. And on the flat bit here before the bridge, we'll do our crisscross there. Oh, this has all gone to plan, boys. This has all gone to plan. Right, you're there. You're there. And then we'll do a... Well, drop our signals there halfway through. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We are now intertwined and connected on a 4-city station stop. But this is where the difficulty now lies. So I've got to get Madurai and Trick elevated stations in over the 2 train stops. One connecting down to there, one connecting underground to here. This is going to be the difficult part. So let's see what we can kind of do. Now, it's all fine and well and dandy with doing Trick here. Completely fine. Let me spin it this way. Which side's the platform on? There we go. We'll do it like that. So if I had it passing over, for example, to here. So let's say I just dropped it. Actually, no, I can't just drop it down because of the road buildings. What we're hoping for... Oh, wrong button. It's the entrances which are going to be a little bit difficult for me. So if I say I put it about there, right, I need to get the entrances to get in here to touch this little bit of road. Difficult, I know. I don't even know how the alignment is going to be working right now. So if I put you there and let's say you there. So I did a double one. That in and that in. We're all good. We're laughing all the way to the bank. Now, the elevation is a different story. That is going to be an interesting one. So, first things first, let's get the tracks all in. Bridge pillar expansion. Oh, I've done it again. Wrong type of tracks, Celiac. Wrong type of tracks. You damn fool, Leo. Right, there we go. Elevated platforms. Now we want the miscellaneous stuff. We need the underpass. We need the railing all in. Safety first, guys. Safety first. The canopies. And I don't think I can squeeze any more of these buildings. I could. I actually could. But I don't think I'm going to. We'll leave it on that one side. We'll leave it on the one side. And that should be fine. Okay. So that should be fairly easy to run that down underground. It's this connection here which I'm stressing out about the most. Now, the land rises here. So it's not as easy as to run it directly through. I might need to go across here and then go round and then bring it in and down. Oh, no, sorry. No. It can go across it. It's only got to go to over here. So I think going around the slight hill is the best bet. But it's so built up in this vicinity, it's still going to be a little bit tricky. And because we don't really have any connections or road connections going across here at the moment, it's going to look a little bit funky for the road to bend through. There's no way in which I can get a... Oh. There is a way in which I can get a road passing through there. That might have just saved your boy's bacon, that road. It might have just saved your boy's bacon. Right, also get that connected to there. And now this city is more connected than it's ever has been before. Right, elevated train station. So get it just right. And if all goes to plan, it's pretty much identical to how I've done that one, where the buildings for the entrance are on the street there. That's how I want it here, if it all, like I said, all goes to plan. So that won't go in. That will. That will. The set back ones, see, I can do the one. But that's all I need. I don't need anything else. I just need it to do what it's doing. That's all I need it to do. It looks a bit weird, but as long as it connects and works, that's all that matters to me. Right, this is making India right now be very, 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 very built up. I am getting slightly nervous about the chaos I'm about to cause, the growth that I'm about to create. Right, miscellaneous, underpass there. It does mean that the supports are only on one side. I'm very, very well aware of this. I might need to change that up so it looks a little bit better. So even though we might not have the ability to have a connection, is it better just to have like something here so it has support? Oh, that can work there. So although it doesn't, that one doesn't connect, at least it looks like we have support so the building's not hovering over. Maybe you need to do the same on this one. It's about support more than anything. Can I push that one back? There we go. So like I said, it might not connect or do anything, but at least there's some support to the building. So all I've got to do here then, in terms of trains, is connect these over like this. I can't see them having any signals of any worth on this point because of how close the crisscrosses are going to be. So let's just wait for this autosave to finish. Any moment now, the autosave will finish. There we go. And then do this on this side. They could in reality share the same crisscross. But let me see how short I can make a crisscross on either side. I mean, come on. They might as well just share the same crisscross. Is there any point to these signals? I'll put them as close as I can. Provided the trains aren't longer than them signals. Right, who wants to bet right now? I'm going to have 2 trains here stuck. Who wants to place a bet right now? Now, I'll leave it as it is with the signals. I'll leave it as it is. But I've spoke it into the universe. We will have an issue here if the trains are too long. I've said it, so if it happens, I predicted the future. That's all we need to say. So I'm going to get this now connected to the underground train line down here. So I won't extend from there. I'll bring it from over here first, and let's see. Actually, do you know what? No, we'll actually bring it from here. So that's the middle one. So we've got to try and raise it up, which from the elevation that it's currently at, it's a lot harder than you think. So I've got to get it from over here. Right, that is going to be a bit of a tricky situation. We'll do steel there. I won't do that as a bridge. That's going to be a crossing, which I'm probably going to delete the road anyway. And then we go into a tunnel there, which is completely fine. Yeah, that's completely fine. We'll go with that. Bring this up and out to there. So bring this out here. Bring this out there. There we go. Crisscross this here. I'm going to get rid of the road because it doesn't really make much sense with how it's trying to zigzag. Especially as there's no building or growth up in this area at the moment anyway. So that does what it needs to do. And I've got to create... I mean, it's going to be difficult to get this now set up. Got to do this underground. There we go. And then get right in for the signals. Bam. I'll do another set just here. And then one leading up just for the crisscross. Would you say they're a bit too close? I think so. We'll do it here instead. Just give us a little bit more space and breathing room. So before I do the final one then, let's take a look with the brush size, the strength, at now smoothing these areas just slightly off. There we go. We're just smoothing this area around here to make it a little bit more builder friendly for if the town does decide it actually does want to build some buildings on this area. There we go. We're all okay down here. Leading down, no worries there. Smoothie there. Smoothie there. Just want to sort this little section here out. The game's not allowing me to do it. Alright, pull that down a bit. Very nice. And that's it. That's all I needed to do. So we're now just one connection remaining. Right. This is it. So, it needs to elevate and go up. So let me just see how quickly I can make this train line here go up. So I'm trying not to make it snap, which is what it's trying to do. Alright. Trying to raise it up as much as I can. So let me just follow the alignment first. And then keep it going. Right, it's getting pretty high now. So it should start bridging at some point. It's got to go across here, down this way, and then bend itself in. So if I raise up a bit... And is that way too... Oh, that is way too high. Oh, snap. How's that looking? I mean, it looks ridiculous, but... To be honest with you, that's kind of what it has to be. That's ridiculous. We'll probably keep it to like something like this. And let's just see how this now approaches in. So it's got to connect into here, but the bridge pillar expansion causes issues there and there and there. So let's first bring this out. Okay. And take it back a bit. Now, from there to there, that works. But let me now re-delete this to then bring... Oh, wait, see, it doesn't want to do it. How far can I push it? Too much of a slope. Oh, it's going down. Right, okay. We'll just pull it from this. I don't want to mess around with the bridge pillar expansions and kind of collisions too much. Right, you're to there. Bringing you right round. But there's another bridge pillar collision somewhere along here as well. So building stages. Right, we have to build this. This is going to be really annoying, this now. It's trying to get this to be built in stages. So to there. There's a few issues. But we got to build it in segments. To avoid the issues. Voila! Oh, it's painful to watch, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But that was painful to watch. Right, let's get this connected in. And then nice long strip here. And there, that side's then done. So we're now hoping. So more bridge collision issues. So if I bring it to there, same with this one. And if I go there to there. So we've gone for a different style of bridge here, but they will be slowing down anyway. And we've got to create on this strip here. Guys, we're actually done. Still got a steam train there, by the way. We're actually done apart from the signals. So one there and then obviously one here. And I'll do one in the middle. Or split the difference. Or split the difference, boys. So, I could now technically create this line. So, new line. There to here. To there. To there. 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 Oh my goodness me, this is a long one. This is a long one, boys. This is going to carry some passengers. I will throw this out there right now. This line will carry some passengers. So Tinnavelli is the end line, so we get to use both platforms. And we're going to make sure that we're going to both sides. So Lower Madurai. There we go. Trick is the wrong way round. Excuse me. What's going on with Trick here? Why can't I make Trick... Oh, it's the autosave. There we go. I thought something was going wrong there. So, Trick with the autosave. No. Oh, it's the original one that's not right. There we go. No Chrissy Crossies on the right side of the train tracks. This is the Puducherry one. That is now on the correct side of the train tracks. Running all the way down. No laws, all good. Bez is not good. Now it is. And Hyderabad utilizes both sides. So let's actually name this right now. This is Hyde to Tin. That's all we need to know. Hyde to Tin. Now, we don't have the ability to connect any trains to this line. We're going to have to build somewhere a rail depot, which I reckon we build it about here. Just hide it in the corner there, which is glorious. Tracks. Bring it in like that. Got the signal there anyway. We'll just steal that signal. And then buy a train. So it's been so long since we've bought these commuter trains. We will go diesel. Right, we're going to sort it by running costs. Because diesel is like super expensive. Well, it's not too expensive, but it can be expensive. Now, let's look at the power and attractive power and all that. I reckon we go with this one. We can even do the rushing. We're going to do the rushing class. We'll do the rushing class. So passenger-based capacity. So they're 300. So you can save 50 grand a year just in getting these ones. You can save an extra 30 grand on top of the 50 grand by having one less passenger. These are the ones. 100 capacity. I'm going to buy 2 trains straight away. Is what I'm going to do. As one pulls out, we'll make the other one go the opposite way. So there's the second one. Wait for this to come out. Now it's going to go that way. We'll make this one instantly flip and go this way. So wait for that to pass its signal. This will now come out. And once this has passed its signal, we'll flip it round. So almost through. And flip. So it is on the wrong side of the tracks, but when it gets to the Chrissy crossover there, it will sort itself out. So one going that way, one going this way, and they're hopefully then going to be evenly spaced out. Now all of a sudden, we've got a line that runs down this side. Look at all these lines right now for passengers. If you live anywhere in the south of India or Sri Lanka, and you want to go anywhere within the south of India or Sri Lanka, you can. Every city right now is connected in some way, shape, or fashion. Now, is the ship crossing busy? No, the ship is blitzing for everyone, making good cash, loving life. Loving life. Train just left, 21 on board. Oh, we just missed the boat, didn't we? Literally, we just missed the boat. But this is going to change everything, guys. This is gonna change everything. Oh my goodness me. So it now means then we can officially start taking a look at the high-speed train lines and extending and expanding them. Mang to Bell right now, there's a lot of people wanting to go to Mysore. But the expenses of these trains are really high. So each of these trains hold 120. Now, what's the reason for them costing so much? It's probably because they can't transport as many people. Because the trains always fall on the way up. But also, I think those trains are very, very expensive on the Mang to Bell. So, they hold 120. Let me replace them all right now with a diesel boy. That Russian class is pretty cheap. And we're replacing them with the... It was them ones, wasn't it? The 6 car... No, these ones it was. The money you save is wild. We've currently got the... Is it these ones we've got in? It's hard to tell from the picture, isn't it? It kind of is. Unless they don't exist anymore, I'm not too sure. But give them 120 capacity, but that will instantly make the trains a lot more cheaper in general. So I'll then give them a 140. So each train's got an extra 20 capacity. 20 times 4, that is an extra 80 capacity on the line. Extra 80 capacity on the line right now to move more people around. So trains are a lot bigger, but they should be a lot cheaper now as well. It's going from Bangalore to Mysore is where the majority of those people are currently on it. And there is a couple of lines that do tear through here. So they could technically be having the same issue as Hyderabad with a bypassing route and the commuter lines and the cargo lines all intertwining with one another. And the need to have the bypassing line could be legit real. Because that's a train really struggling to get up a hill. That's what that is. What's your finances? I mean, you do pretty good anyway. But we could need to do that. We'll kind of see what changing the commute trains does first before we make any rash decisions, okay? That's what we'll do. So plenty of people at the new stops, as you can see. Oh, this line 9 might need an additional train. Is it making money? Yes. So we'll duplicate the trains. Add one more into that line because there seems to be a lot of people wanting to move around. And this big boy line right now is definitely going to need a lot more trains. I know it straight away it is. Finances, it'll be a while before you start seeing it making money, but it's already moving along right now, looking pretty full. Not the best of trains, I might add. Not the best of trains. But they will do the job. So next episode then, instantly going to have to either bulk up them trains or add some more to the line. Look at how built up this area is right now. It is wild, boys. I mean, the finances increased. We are struggling, but we've now got new destinations to transport people to. So I'm hoping we start seeing more passengers kind of coming in. Right, keep it up, guys. Keep it up right now. Once I start growing Coimbatore a bit more and it fills up more of this radius, it's going to look like one big city on the peninsula, isn't it? It actually is. Well, it's the biggest city right now. It's Bangalore, then Puducherry. Who would have thought Puducherry would have been this big? I've only just actually bought the first train line to it. Considering it's only getting passengers via trams, it's wild, isn't it? It is wild. It could really benefit, to be honest with you, this line. How busy are the streetcars? With having an additional stop here on the way out. Same there. Yeah. Wow. Right, we're going to throw in like an additional stop here. Bus and tram stop. We'll do one there. We'll do one there. So that line, let me quickly grab it. Not configure, sorry. Configure manage the line. So when it goes from Arcot to Upper Puducherry, Arcot to Upper Puducherry, add station. And then from Upper Puducherry. Oh, I'm sorry. Does it go to Upper Puducherry twice? It does, doesn't it? Hold on. Autosave's just stepped in right now. Blame autosave, boys. Blame autosave. I just realised it goes to Puducherry twice, doesn't it? So Grange Road. So Arcot, Grange Road, Puducherry. Then after Puducherry, it then goes to this stop here. And to Arcot. So that's just now stopped there. So having these here just gives us like an additional radius in the middle. So what it can connect to. Very much like how what this station here does. Now, the finances on this are pretty good. If we manage the vehicles to maybe replace them. So they are currently, if I do it by capacity, we're currently utilizing these ones, which is 50 grand, carry 25. 26, 27, 35. Does the extra cost outweigh the capacity? It's double, but it's not double capacity. I'll replace them with all and then see what effect that takes over time. Because we do have the train station there now to kind of pick people up. There is a secondary, well, 2 additional stops right now to pick people up as well. But I could also make it, as it comes through here, go round and then down, just to kind of collect a few more peeps. Or we make it go round, and on this way out, we go this way, and then back up to there and out. So we create like a dog bone. That could be another way in which we do it. But anyway, that's a headache for another day. We'll just kind of keep our eyes on it and see how we're getting on. So Hyderabad right now has become a little bit of a hub. I mean, it was a hub anyway because of the high-speed train connection, and it has been having some very, very consistent growth. But now it's part of another line altogether. So line 9, this one here, we have just added the extra train on, so we'll see how things go with that. But we're making money, boys. We're making money right now. This is wild. So what does that mean for us coming in the next few episodes then? I think it means that we're looking at expanding the high-speed train network. So next episode then, we'll look towards expanding it to kind of terminate it in New Delhi. And I think that is as far as our India high-speed train line is probably going to go. We'll look in the next episode as well in terms of upgrading the high-speed train tracks to make them actually high-speed. And buying better trains. I'm not sure how this one's doing right now. That's not the high-speed train though. But buying better high-speed trains, I'm not actually sure what we've currently got on these lines. I'm not 100. Here's one now. They're still steam. They are still steam trains. So, oh, we've got hovercrafts. That'll be wild between these crossings here. Cheap, fast, and effective. New trucks as well. Oh, damn. We've just reached the 70s, boys. We've just reached the 70s. This is going to be interesting. So, we'll see how we get on with these lines. The hide to tin. It is now starting to make money. We will have to add more trains to it. 100%. We'll see how we go on with that. See how we get on. But we've got the demand, which is glorious. So, what lines, before we do end it then, are now losing the most amount of cash? The Mumbai Wood is losing dramatic... Oh, it's because it hasn't made money yet. It will make money at some point. Bellary Machines, again, that's in between making cash. And it's per machines, we get this. It depends on when it's all dropped off. Hubli Machines, yeah, so it can make cash. It just depends on when it makes cash. That's all it is, guys. That's all it is. But, have we got a lot of stuff over here right now? Is the shipping route still making cash? Yeah, that's making loads of cash. How much wood's here right now is 200. How many machines are over here on this platform right now? None, because we haven't had a wood delivery. That's just taking the last of the wood. Wood's obviously coming in. Manage the vehicle. Duplicate it, because we do have a little bit of a gap in the market with a ship needing to come in. What's our most profitable line? The Anar coal. Where's the Anar ore? There. And these are now outbalanced with not having enough ore coming in. So between those two lines, one has 4 trains, the other one has 3 trains. So if I manage all these ones here, and all I'm going to do, cargo-wise, it's by capacity, is add 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've added an extra 2 carriages per train. So the increase in that should hopefully then offset the difference over time. Over time is what I'm trying to say. Steel, there is a lot of steel on this platform, which that train is picking up quite a bit of it. Trains are coming. There's an ore train on the way in now as we speak anyway. There's a coal train behind it, another ore train there, and another ore train going to pick up. So this ore train here with the first one that picks up with the newer capacity. There's a lot. There is a lot of ore. And that's now straight out of here, boys. That is now straight out of here. Glorious. Glorious. So, we'll end it here, boys. We'll check back in a few episodes how the new line with the Elevate stations are doing. But next episode, look at the big pedestrian icons above Bangalore, Hyderabad right now. 2 of the major stations that are on the high-speed train routes. We need to think about getting some people moved and moved further. Until next time, guys, I will see you all soon. So, good. Bye.